They'll be calling you a radical. We got a bunch of huge breaking news, and I want to do a video talking about this. Specifically, who hacked Sony? Sony hacked Sony. Give me a freaking break as the NSA throws red meat to the freaking cowards of America. Here, I am American, I'm a coward. We have major news on the nuclear front. Calhoun, Fort Calhoun on the Mississippi. We know about that catastrophe. Went into shutdown yesterday, and they used the same terminology, and I will quote Andrei Sakharov. Do you know who he was? Oh yeah, who won a real Nobel Prize, not the one like Obama when he holds in his hand as he drones babies. First off, before I go on this rant and this dissertation and my PhD, as my hypothesis was, America's the dumbest, most ignorant, pathetic, fucked up people because of science fiction economics. My conclusion, leukemia, the whole path, the whole fight. My PhD out in the street, that's where we'll meet. In the theater, peer review, kiss my ass. No, the old school, in the dirt, doing the work. On location. I want to say thank you to John Anthony and the Million Mask group. Those guys have been on the road literally since I was in DC with them on the 5th. They've been in Ferguson fighting in the streets. They've been in Chicago fighting in the streets. I believe they're in Ohio right now. He was with me at Flood Wall Street. As I look over, I live right here by Tim DeChristopher. Google in the ballad of Tim DeChristopher. That's me at the LDS hospital with a central line hanging out of my jugular, almost dead. I look over. Right, looking up the Statue of Liberty, Battery Park, as a lot of people know, I crashed the Battery Park party on Flood Wall Street and went in and did my gig as agitating as I was taught, right on this very sacred ground that I stand, by Edward Abbey himself, right to this inch, I mean, I drank whiskey with him right here on this freaking square inch, this hallowed sacred ground, the #1 school business in the world right there. Not only did I graduate and have the last letter of recommendation from the greatest finance professor in the maybe ever, definitely the one in the world, as he died, Clyde Cooley. I had the last letter of recommendation he ever wrote. Took over his program. Am I blackballed? Oh yeah, because they not only captured the literature, they captured the color, they captured the art, but they captured academia. This hallowed, sacred, freaking incredible, dynamic, open mind, protests everywhere. Fascism. I want to say thank you to all those guys. I look over as I crash that party and says, why do you freaking guys, you're stomping your feet, you're mad, we're going to fucking go crazy. How come you have no answers? You want to scare a globalist? You want to put the fear of God in a globalist? Simply walk up to him and just say tariff. They will shake in their fucking boots. Fucking Bill Walmart, Clinton, Barry Antoinette, let them eat yellow cake. The two greatest globalists in history. Make fucking W and fucking Dick Mass murder fucking Cheney. Fucking Benedict Arnold on BALCO. You want to try my PhD? You want to fucking try me? Let's talk about MIT. This out today, MIT. This is beyond a disgrace. MIT wants to kill you. Cal Berkeley wants to kill you. Ask Aaron Swartz. And I want to say, I'll guarantee they want to kill me because I'll tell you what I have. Through my PhD, post-ignorance, I have every freaking document. You got to remember in the early days of Fukushima, I was getting 30,000 views a day from anybody who was in it because I was the only one fucking reporting it. Only one reporting it in the accurate way, but what do I have? Oh, I have documentation that GE had their execs, the fire trucks on there were in the Zook fire, zirconium fire in reactor 4. I can prove it all. I could prove that they not only sent the USS Reagan and their Marines in, but they also sent them directly into the plume so they could human lab rat them like they did my dad, the atomic veteran. Human guinea pig, have his tonsils at Berkeley. Why do you think I went to fucking Livermore on day 1000? Livermore, Berkeley are the same snake. The snake is MIT. Remember the early days, Sanjay Gupta, Anderson, CIA, Vanderbilt? Remember them early days? Jim Walsh from freaking MIT. Oh, it's not a meltdown. Arnie Gundershield, write to me. Write to me, I have all the emails. Kevin, you're crazy. Protecting the nuclear industry, hardcore in the early days. Comment on my videos, had to block him. It's a hydrogen blast. No, it's not a meltdown. All of them. All of these freaking rats. I could fucking out them all. I have stuff from exactly how it played out. I have the transcript from inside the Situation Room leaked to me. I know it's true. I mean, I've had time to back this all. Oh, it's going to give you leukemia, it's going to give you leukemia. Then I get leukemia. You know? It's amazing. Blackballed on, I'm blackballed and all that. You know how many PhDs are blackballed right now? Remember, this is the University of General Electric. I'm BALCO. You know, #1 school business in the United States, bar none. Probably the world. My connections inside Japan come from this hallowed school. The year I graduated, 27 of us. You know, it's amazing. 14 Japanese elitists. Wow. As they fled the first days, I'm connected with a lot of elitists in Manhattan. I've been kicked out of that fucking club. I don't want to be in that fucking club. That's the thing with me. You know, I'll be in the street fighting. Oh, I can mix it up in oligarchical land because I was there. I was on fucking Wall Street for fucking years. Fucking amazing. You want to compare PhDs? It is outrageous. So who hacked Sony? Sony hacked Sony. Publicity stunt? BALCO. Look, Snowden. I love it. Bumper sticker Snowden 2016. Gotta fucking flee. By the way, Putin's gone the protectionist route. It'll work. It'll work. Sam Adams, the boys. Oh yeah, it'll work. You know, not us. Baby boomers kick the can. Fifi loves foo-foo and the sea turtles. Oh, Kevin, we can't understand. We can't follow along. Oh, you're too radical. You're too extreme. You're a fear my fear. You don't think fear when you're sucking for your last fucking breath of greatest ecological catastrophe. Why'd you go all in? You were at NYU at the PU building, at the PU, the Shirtwaist Fire, 2010, fucking helping organize the Occupy movement, helping with that, and all of a sudden you went fucking Fukushima nuts. Fucking on the 100th anniversary of the Shirtwaist Fire, 2 weeks before, something happened on my way to that place. They threw a fucking nuclearism American flag in my face. Fukushima. Look, we know for a fact, and I'm smart enough so they can't Aaron Swartz me. M.I.T. killed him, you do know that. Murdered him. They got a lot of fucking nerve, these rats. The Americans are running the show over there. They told the military to stand down. The Navy said evacuate 800, they are human guinea pigging 800,000 Navy and Marine personnel. Oh, that's fucking, yeah, real new. Real new. Let's see, 40,000 atomic veterans drafted, my dad one of them. Fucking not the ones you see in the support trenches. And I love all how you people in Utah, and you guys want to jump on the Utah downwinder thesis in past tense, including professors here. Pathetic, it's not past tense. I'm in the bone marrow transplant center at LDS, fighting for my life. The #1 leukemia in the world, the most cutting edge dynamic leukemia. I have a form of leukemia that no one survives. There's 3 of us that have survived. I want to tell you something. The disproportion between northern Utahs and southern Utahs in there would blow your mind. It's not past tense. It is for now and in the future for 50,000 years at least. We are American toxified. We're going down the same road that Russia went down. Look, they're trying to pivot. Too late. Chernobyl, Chernobyl, Chernobyl. All in military, all in the fear complex, all in the fear. What happened to that country? Oh, sound familiar? Fucking TASS, news agency, NBC, CBS, ABC, same board of directors that own General Electric, same board of directors that are fucking MIT, that are academia. This is the school of General Electric. It is outrageous to me. They kill Aaron. We have it all backed up. And I'll tell you attorneys right now on the GE case. Why do you think I was in San Diego? I've been fucking knee deep in this from the day it fucking happened. At the trial, meeting with the attorneys. Don't play ball with us. We will blow your fucking case because we really do support the fucking troops. The Marines and the Navy. Not you phony fuckers and your false equivalent. We have all the fucking data. We know exactly how this played out in detail. To the T. John Holdren, he claimed he had it. We have the nanotechnology. We got it. We got it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Obama fucking says go. It failed. By the way, I could prove that it failed and I know how it failed. Oh, and Ernie, MIT, Ernie, Department of Energy, Gina McCarthy, MIT, fucking Allison McFarland, MIT, Berkeley, the head of the fucking snake, called to the situation room. Gregory Jacko, I resign. Allison McFarland, I resign. Play ball, play ball, play ball. Spin, spin, spin. We know the facts and the fucking truth. And they're like, so on November 6th, Kevin, how does Kevin Blanch end up in the Department of Energy and standing in front of the White House right as the TEPCO executives are sanctioned to the White House and called in 2013? Oh, because he and John Anthony, Steve Grant, the whole group of them are leading this incredible group of human rights activists called the Million Mass March. Coincidence? Synchronicity? On BALCO. PhD out in the street, that's where we meet. And we have met, and we fought our ass off. And look over, there's Tim. Statue of Liberty to Christopher. I says, fuck, we live right by each other, Tim. It's fucking crazy. We got to meet fucking right here. And he says, yeah, you really are a radical. And I says, yeah, and so are you. He was sitting in his prison cell while I was sitting in my prison cell. Google the Ballad of Tim DeChristopher. That's me on the fucking wall overlooking Memory Grove. Fucking LDS bone marrow in critical condition. My doctors almost had a coronary when they saw that video. I snuck out of my room and did that fucking video. Cause you look like a monkey and you act like one too. That's fucking Edward Abbey. Fucking Seldom Seen Smith. That's he would go to Supermax for writing that fucking book these fucking days, and it was required reading Utah in the 7th fucking grade. That's how far backwards. Fear, 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 fear. Ooh, Sony Snowden tells us. By the way, my 2016 bumper, I'm voting for Chelsea, and I don't mean Clinton. I'm voting for Chelsea Manning, the only fucker that's got any fucking... You think about that. You know, you're taught, stand up, do the right thing, integrity, honesty, truth, stand up, do the right thing. You see the collateral damage video, so you fucking leak it out to a reporter. Joey Son, nothing but a reporter. Look what they did to him. Fascism America, M.I.T, Aaron Swartz. I was standing in Williamsburg. The only time I broke down in critical condition. Went back to see my daughter. My doctors even bought my fucking plane ticket. The only time I broke down through this fight, thought I was going to die, on January 11th. My father died January 11th. I couldn't figure out why. I was in Williamsburg. I couldn't figure out why. My daughter's like, oh my God, I've never seen you break down like this. I completely broke down. Did I sense Aaron's vibe? No doubt. No doubt. His fucking beautiful, incredible life was taken. Oh, fucking. I am Michael Hastings. I am Pat fucking Tillman. I am Aaron Swartz. I'm Michael Brown. I can't fucking breathe. I'm Eric Gardner. I am Daniel Willard. I am Matthew Stewart right here. For we lay down our swords, we defend no castles, and we fight with our minds, and they still kill us. I am Darren Hunt. We have everything backed up in hardcore detail. We know that it was the Americans in there. We know there was a zirconium fire and the cladding fucking melted down, not just in 4, but 3, 2, and 1 immediately. We knew that they had spent fuel fires going on, and the amount of energy released onto the atmosphere. By the way, I stood in this exact spot and did this incredible video right here. Look at the data inside there. Leaked by the so-called Non-Proliferation fucking Test Ban Treaty Society, which is CIA as it gets. That's where I got it. Look at the date. They had already had this out on the 14th. It was already all over. So Radnet, MIT, Radnet, not Allison, Gina McCarthy, for crashing Radnet and covering up the greatest cover-up in human... Marie Antoinette, let them eat yellow cake. The greatest cover-up in fucking human history. I named it fucking Nuke Gate fucking Lawn. By the way, I even own the fucking domain to Plume fucking Gate, as the rats tried to co-op. As I've been co-opted, I've been attacked by every fucking Canadian rat, fucking French fucking rat. Voulez-vous, c'est pas que non. Oui, brava, brava, magnifico. Fucking, yeah, it's amazing. Here you are on the Rhine. Fucking Germany, 17,000 fucking people a fucking year killed by fucking Chernobyl. Every fucking year, right across the river. 0. Oh yeah, voulez-vous. Wow. Avec moi. Si. Oui. Amazing. I'll go back to teaching. They're coming out the other end. M.I.T are fucking rats. They want to fucking kill you. Fucking rats. I'm standing there as they go in. We can prove all this, and we're going to prove it. If we have to do it in books, if we have to do it in literature, and they're not fucking going to Aaron Swartz me. Because if they do, martyr me, fuckers. I've got it backed up in so many places. We've had time. And we're out in the street. Thank you to everybody who's been fighting their asses off in the street. Fuck you, you fucking black and yellow media whores. By the way, all my great terms that I come up with, black and yellow media. Fuktonium, and I've got hundreds of them, as you know. Steve Chinese Jobs. The control freaks are out of control. I can go on and on and on. Science fiction economics, oh, that's mine, and I got a copyright. Paul himself, the science fiction fan, out of the Bill Walmart Clinton House of fucking Windsor, House of fucking Hanford. Fucking right there, sitting next to Rupert fucking Murdoch. The Rhodes Scholar, Rhodesia. Oh, they got their own country. They're back. That's mine. He tried to steal it. You know, I'll go on with that, but something happened on the way to that place. As the finance professor, something happened on the way to that place. They threw a fucking nuclearism American flag in my fucking face. Given 2 months to live, I've been fighting for my life, full of AML leukemia. Clyde Cooley, the #1 fucking finance professor in the world, right here at this university, died of mad cow, encephalitis. Stericycle right in Utah is allowed to burn it. Huh. Bring it on. Unbelievable. Fascism. Fucking Tim Shell, thou mayest. God will save me. God will save me. Thou mayest. Read the last fucking chapter. Amazing. Amazing. Fucking unreal. Who hacked Sony? Sony hacked Sony. Snowden told us straight up that NSA has a program working with Sony. He told us. He told us straight up. Working with things, and they'll create this fear. Feed the Dragon Slayer. Yeah, pay the Dragon Slayer? No, feed the fucking Dragon Slayer. Fear. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. Hoo boo. Fucking America, home of the fucking cowards. Fucking done. Hasta la vista. Police state, militarized fucking state. Fucking military coup of 2,000. Not a cliche. Beware of the military-industrial complex. Fucking read it. Not going to happen? Happen. Police state on BALCO, and you accept. You think in Italy, you think in Germany, the populace fucking knew what was going on? Do you think they went along with it? Fuck yeah, they went along with it, just like they do here. Fucking the truth with your eyes you cannot see. You want to stop a Lewis? New World Order? No, it's Old World Order. Edward Abbey right here. Old as Babylon and evil as hell. Savage, all these guys co-opted and paid to do what they did. CIA. Home of the fascism fucking land as they begin to eat their own. I got news for you, NSA. You think you're watching us? We're watching you. Somebody's watching. Yeah, we're watching you as you eat your own. What, you're above fucking leukemia? You're above cancer? Oh no, you are humans and you put on one pants at a fucking time. Oh, and all your money's going to save you? Tell that to Steve Chinese fucking Jobs. Stay tuned.